Hai, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Haris Imran bin Azman. My student number is 2021-812-072. My class is J4 CEC 1104A. Okay, and now I want to present about my assignment for ECM367, which is Uncompleted and Abandoned Buildings. The place that I explore is Palace of the Soviets. Okay, this is the intro for the Palace of the Soviets. The Palace of the Soviets was a project to construct a political convention center in Moscow on the site of the demolished Cathedral of Christ the Savior. The main function of the palace was to house sessions of the Supreme Soviet in its 100-meter wide and 100-meter tall Grand Hall, seating over 20,000 people. If the building was built, the tall palace would have become the world's tallest structure, with an internal volume surpassing the combined volume of the 6th tallest American skyscraper. This was especially important to the Soviet state for propaganda purpose. The building was designed by three architects, which is Boris Lofan, Vladimir Shuko, and Vladimir Helfrich. The Palace of the Soviets is the most famous and grandiose of the unrealized project of the Soviet government. Conceived in the early 1920s, it was supposed to become the main building and a symbol of the new country. The building was never built because it was abandoned due to certain factors. Why is it abandoned? The first point is, it is because World War II. In World War II, construction began on the project in 1938, but was quickly interrupted by the eruption of World War II. Steel from the building's frames was repurposed for wartime infrastructure projects. The stock of the structural steel was used for Moscow's anti-tank defense. The palace soon was officially abandoned by the Soviet government in 1957. The second point is many development projects in one time. These plans were soon abandoned as the country was entering a period in its history known as the Thaw and was on the verge of another urban planning revolution. Thus, the Stalinist empire, style with its monumentality and huge budgets forever, became a thing of the past. The government does many development projects that caused the budget to be insufficient. The last point is no workers. After World War II, there were many workers who stopped from continuing the development project. With no workers left to maintain the water like certain, river water seeped through and eventually flooded the foundation. And now, How to countermeasure this problem? The first point is distinguish between war and development. The government must not involve the ongoing development process because it is for the progress of the country, not for war. The government must find other ways to protect the ongoing development process from the things that interfere with the development process. The second point is focus on one current project. The government must focus on the ongoing development project and not do other development projects. If doing many development projects at one time, it causes time to be long and delay and causes insufficient finances. With that, the government must focus and complete one development project first before doing another development project. The last point is find another workers. The government must find new workers to continue the development project. For example, the government needs to publicize and provide job opportunities to their people to become those workers. With that, they will get new employers who can continue the development project. In conclusion, when the Moscow government is smart and can act quickly, they can build and complete the palace of the Soviets. The architect must strive to complete and achieve the success they built from the beginning. If the palace of the Soviet is built, it will become a symbol of grandeur and strength for Moscow. Therefore, we must not give up and strive to achieve the desired success.